The Audi Q8 has a rakish coupe roofline and 2 fewer seats than an Audi Q7. So is it a case of prettiness before practicality? Well, no, not if you're in the front. You see, the front seats get lots of electrical adjustment to help you find your ideal position. An electric lumbar adjustment comes as standard, so you shouldn't get backache on longer journeys. There's space in the rear for tall adults to stretch out. Headroom isn't quite as generous as in the boxy Q7, especially in Vorsprung models, which come with a standard panoramic glass sunroof, which does eat into headspace a bit. But still, the Audi Q8 is certainly better for carrying tall passengers than a BMW X6 or a Mercedes GLE Coupe in the rear. Carrying 3 in the back at once is doable, however the centre passenger pushes the other 2 outwards, which means if they're tall, their heads may touch the roofline as it curves at the edges. Fitting a child seat in the Audi Q8 is simple though, thanks to a relatively tall roof and wide opening rear doors. The clearly marked ISOFIX anchor points mean you won't struggle to safely secure the seat base either, and you'll only have to stoop down to strap in a child if you're exceptionally tall. Also standard is a shed load of safety kit, including an advanced cruise control system that will accelerate, brake and even steer the car for you to keep it in lane. This helps make the Audi Q8 a seriously safe SUV that should score well when it's crash tested by Euro NCAP. With the back seats up, the Audi Q8's 605-litre boot capacity puts it right between the 580-litre boot you get with the X6 and the 650-litre boot you get with the GLE Coupe. That's easily big enough to carry 2 sets of golf clubs or multiple bulky suitcases. Vorsprung models are even more practical thanks to their standard sliding rear seats. They let you trade a bit of rear legroom for more boot space. They also come with a handy 3-way 40-20-40 split, so you can carry 2 passengers and some very long items at once. Happily, this is an optional feature on lesser models if you want it. If you need to carry even more luggage, you can fold all the seats down to open up a 1,755-litre load bay. That's more than you get in the Mercedes GLE Coupe and significantly bigger than you get with the BMW X6. It's room enough to carry 2 bikes with their wheels attached, but there is a slight ramp in the floor which can make it a touch tricky to slide heavy boxes right up behind the front seats. You don't get remote levers in the boot to fold down the back seats either. You have to pull individual handles on each side by the back doors before they're flipped down, which is a bit of a faff if you're at the boot loading. Also, if your car has the sliding back seats and you move them forward, they leave a very large gap in the boot floor. It's not a huge issue if you're carrying large items, but a small soft bag can easily fall down in the gap. The Audi Q8's door bins are all big enough to hold a 1.5-litre bottle, and there's space in the glove box for 2 extra 1-litre bottles. You get a dedicated tray in the centre console for storing your phone that also comes with a wireless charging feature, but there's barely enough space for anything else. The 2 cup holders in the front aren't particularly wide, but they'll hold a standard cup of coffee quite sturdily. This large folding cover does make it slightly tricky to lift a cup out without accidentally removing its lid though. In the back, you get a pair of door bins large enough to hold another couple of 1.5-litre bottles, and extra cup holders are built into the folding rear armrest. So, while an Audi Q7 is ultimately more practical because it's got a 3rd row of seats, the Q8 is more spacious inside than it first appears, and easily has enough room for a family. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, comment on it and share it. Also click on our logo to subscribe to this channel, and if you click on the bottom right hand corner you can actually watch more of our content. Meanwhile, click over to the right to go to our deals page to see how much money you can save on a new car at CarWow.